Hi guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This time it's more of a creepy build, and it's for the spooky group collab created by Rory Plays The Sims. I guess we're even about over 100 simmers all around the world have created YouTube videos or tweets or pictures or blogs or stories, everything you can imagine about The Sims, about Halloween or spooky stuff. And I thought, yeah, why not? I really want to participate here again because I love Halloween stuff. And also maybe you have wondered where all my videos are, because I'm basically just building lots of creepy horror related houses right now, or I even did some Sims. So yeah, the Halloween week is upon us, guys. And I'm going to do so many creepy horror related stuff right now. And of course it ends on October. Also for this group collab, I will place the playlist down below in the video description. So please check it out and look at all the amazing creations of all the other simmers out there. Because it's so cool. I really love that. And it was most certainly very inspiring for me, and yeah, I hope you like it. So this house here is going to be inspired from the ARKHAM Asylum from the Batman series. And it was really hard to find some nice pictures of it, or like some constant pictures for it, because the ARKHAM Asylum kind of changes from the comics to the movies to the computer games and to the cartoon series. It's kind of really hard to find a theme there. And one of the pictures, I guess it was from the cartoon series, ARKHAM Asylum was built on a cliff, and I just thought that would be cool to build a really big manor on a cliff. And therefore I chose the lot in Windenburg, which is a world that you get if you have the Get Together expansion pack. And I of course built on the island because I love to build on the island there. And then I also had, of course, the sea in the background, and just thought, yeah, this is perfect. It looks amazing like this. So first I placed like a really big rectangle on the whole lot, and then I placed on the second and third floor my house. Even on the fourth floor, I'm sorry. So the house actually has only, I guess, 3 stories, or it's like 3 levels high, because the first level is going to be a rock cliff thing, and the 2 basements that you have in The Sims 4 are also going to be a cliff, and the lowest, yeah, the lowest, I guess you say the lowest, and the lowest basement is going to be a pool filled with blood, because I just thought it would look really cool. I always wanted to use the red pool water that we have in The Sims 4, and I just thought, oh, this is so cool, maybe it's blood. Oh, cool. I really want to use that. And yeah, finally I could. I thought it looks really cool. So yeah, if you are like a really huge Batman fan and know everything about it, I'm really sorry. This is just my version how the ARKHAM Asylum would look like in The Sims 4. But if you have some really cool ideas what I still could implement, of course, in this build, then feel free to write it down in the comments, because this build so far, as you can see it in this video, is only 10 hours, only, it's only a 10-hour build. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, it took me 10 hours only to do the exterior because it's not furnished, and therefore in another video I'm going to do the furnishing. So write me your ideas for really cool rooms in an asylum. So I really thought about a hydrotherapy thing, or maybe like a, I don't know, like an electric chair thing. I mean, they did that. They did, you know, some electro-stimulating stuff in those old times asylums or sanatoriums. So I really thought that would be really cool. But if you have some really cool other ideas, just write it down in the comments. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm so looking forward to finishing it. But yeah, I just hope it won't take me like 10 hours. But yeah, let me explain you why it took 10 hours. Like I said, I built it on a big rectangle because I know that the downer basement levels had to be this like pit going into the ground, as if like hell just, you know, break out, or it's like the portal to hell. This was like my first idea for that, and that was actually not so smart, because it would have been better to just delete everything, the whole basements down there, and then build it from like the lowest level up. to the highest level, which I didn't. I just started in the middle and thought, ah, yeah, it will be fine. But at the end, it cost me about 2 hours just to do the whole basements right. And oh my god, this took so much time. But yeah. As you can already see, I only built the house, and therefore I did the whole wallpaper. And after I've done the whole wallpaper and I would say like decoration, like basic decoration of the house and the layout, then I started to build these basements all around it. And it was so hard to do that because I also wanted to have lots of these rocks from the outdoor retreat pack going all around it, so it really looks as if it's standing on a cliff or a rock. And that took me a lot of time because I had to size them up, arrange them so they don't cut into each other. And also I actually didn't want it to have so many loading time or so much loading time because I know it's a 64 by 64 lot. There's going to be lots of objects on there, and therefore it will be lots and lots of loading time for smaller laptops. So guess what? I'm building on a smaller laptop right now because my main PC can't connect to Origin, or basically Origin is being a B right now and won't let me connect to my Sims game, and therefore I'm building on my small little crappy laptop right now, and it had at the end 2 frames per second. I was building with 2 frames and that was like horrible for me. It took so much time. And I couldn't even furnish it. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to upload it to my normal PC and do the furnishing there with a normal frame rate. So yeah, my whole game doesn't crash. So if you have a really small PC with not so much, you know, processing stuff time, then it will load a lot. But it's like always, The Sims 4 is pretty stable when you are in live mode then. But it will load at least 10 minutes, I guess, because it was saving 10 minutes all the time. It was loading 10 minutes. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of time to build this. So yeah. I hope you don't make the same mistake with the cliffs. So yeah, here you can see me. I was putting down all of these large rocks from the outdoor retreat, which are basically tables, and I also used them in the tropical island build. After I've placed them all around the house, all around the outer edge, because I hate having these square-shaped edges. So I had to place them there as well, so it looks a little bit more natural. I also used lots of these pool ornates, I guess they're called steam ornates, so it looks like fog, so you have a creepy fog hovering over the water and also in the gardens and the terraces of the house, and it looks really, really cool. I hid those steam things for the pool in the rocks, so that was really easy. And then on the first floor I built a kind of cemetery on the side of the cliff, and there's also the wishing well from the romantic garden stuff, so I thought that would be really cool. And yeah, I used the tombstones from the spooky stuff pack, for example, which are pretty useful, but I also used the tombstone from the debug mode, which are the normal Sims 4 basic tombstones or graves that your Sims get. And also I used lots of these statues from the romantic garden stuff pack, which I'm going to use all over the build because I just love them. They look amazing, and since I couldn't make it very lush because I didn't want to have like a really lush garden outside, you know, it's still an asylum, so I didn't think that they have like lots of nice plants in a nice rose garden. So I just thought it had to be lots of concrete and empty spaces out there. But I still wanted it to be very detailed, so I used lots of these lanterns from the romantic garden stuff and also those statues, because the main idea of using these statues was that in the Tim Burton movies, the first 2 Batman cinema movies, you know, Gotham had these really huge statues, and even like the highways were going through the statues, and the statues were like as big as skyscrapers, and sometimes the skyscrapers were in the statues, and you know, I just love those visuals from those movies, and I just thought this is so cool. I really want to use over proportionate statues in this build. And Romantic Garden Stuff Pack was pretty cool because it's called Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, romantic, but it has lots of these dark, creepy looking statues because you can change them to a pretty dark color and to a really nice black color, and I just love that. I had to use them constantly, and I really love that idea. Upstairs on the first garden, I would say, there is a little fountain, and I used the wall-mounted lion fountain, which is also the logo for my build here for the ARKHAM Asylum, because that's why it's also on the front of the house. And yeah, I just thought maybe it would be cool if they have like this kind of fountain, because maybe this house was something else before it was converted into an asylum, and therefore I just thought it would be, yeah, it would be cool to have a little fountain there. Also, you have a little greenhouse on one side. I just thought maybe, you know, Poison Ivy is also in the Batman DC universe, and maybe in my sim game I want to have all those villains from Batman living there, and I thought, yeah, Poison Ivy pretty much needs, of course, a little greenhouse. I guess it's called greenhouse in English, right? So yeah, build a little greenhouse with these glass pavilions from the Get Together, put some windows all around it so it looks like a closed greenhouse. And then at the end I'm also going to use the Romantic Garden Stuff arch things. I have no idea how to call it, but basically you really need to have the Romantic Garden Stuff for this whole build, because I just used lots and lots of these things from the stuff pack because I just love it, because of the dark statues and all that stuff that you get from there. And yeah, and also placed a little cow plant berry there because I just thought it would be cool to have a little cow plant there. Would be really suiting. And yeah, then I started to do a little sitting area on the other side with a really big arch thing. I have no idea how to call it. It's like a half dome. It's a dome, but then cut in half, and also with some really big statues. And yeah, I thought they look really cool. I just love them. And maybe your Sims want to sit there in this creepy way. But yeah, I really like this build, and I hope you like it too, guys. You can of course download it so far. The download link is down in the video description for you. It's not the furnished version because yeah, of course I still need your input, how and what has to be in this whole house. And I hope that you like it, of course, guys. I am really looking forward to all the other Halloween things that are coming up in the playlist. Is there anything else? Yeah, of course, there will be lots and lots of screenshots at the end because I had to highly cut this video because yeah, it's 10 hours long, and even if I sped it up, it had to be like 2 hours so you can actually really see something, what's happening. So I really had to heavily cut that all out with the placing all the rocks and placing all the fog things, and you know, that was like quite a lot of time and took me quite a lot of time, but yeah, I think I figured it out, I guess. But yeah, that's the whole build. I hope you like it, guys. Stay tuned for the screenshots. I hope you like the Halloween week ARKHAM Asylum start. And I will see you soon. Bye!